wanted to explore more on the female knowledge and attitude on the contraceptive because after all, they will be the one who will handle the pregnancy and childbearing process. So we wanted to see um, if we wanted to create hopefully in the future programs for women so that we will be able to they will be able to plan for their pregnancies if they wanted to.
So, how do you measure the knowledge between the knowledge and the attitude? What range you are putting to see the between these two, the
We
attitude level
use
and the knowledge?
an instrument.
Okay.
We use a tool for the knowledge that is divided into four. The tool was divided into four. One for the demographics, and then another for the general awareness, just for the descriptives. And then we also tested their knowledge on contraceptive, both in natural and artificial contraceptive. And then we also um, have a questionnaire. The fourth part of the questionnaire is for the attitude. What is the attitude of the respondents towards contraceptive use?
That means you using the quantitative method.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe the future, maybe you can do
Yes, we are hoping
method
to
also.
explore on the quality study.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Just a comment. Congratulations for your presentation, and I'd like to highlight that it's very important, as mentioned earlier, the following items that has been included in the presentation. One is it's really like going into responding to the SDG agenda, and then the presentation was loaded. The presentation. The presentation was loaded with statistical basis. I think about it. Second point that I have observed is that the presentation, in terms of the output, is on statistical data being a support to the claims and the implications of it. It's very important, and thank you for presenting that. And then we talked about reproductive health, which is actually the need for teenagers, which is actually the future of our nation wherever we are. And then very important is the size of the sample, like 414. It's actually a captured group of participants or respondents. It's making the study robust. So I think that's very important. And maybe next time is more of gist and confidence that you got the right data in the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For the next participant, okay. And Zubi, are you here? Ah. So her topic is visualization analysis on family resilience of patients requiring long-term care study based on the web of science.
Good afternoon, doctors. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zhu Bei. The title of my article is Visualization and Analysis on Family Resilience of Patients requiring long-term care study based on web of science. Family resilience is the ability of individuals and the families to mobilize their strengths and the resources into the family to bounce back and adapt in the face of significant adversity or crisis. In order to help individuals and their families to mostly ability to move through the risk. When family caregivers are family resilient, families can survive and thus thrive, become stronger, and improve the quality of care for their patients. The purpose of this study is to visualize the current status and old trends of research on family resilience of patients requiring long-term care over the past 20 years and to provide a reference basis for conduction, clinical work, and related research. We searched the Web of Science database for core journal literature related to family resilience in patients requiring long-term care with a search time frame of January 2004 to August 2023 and visualize and analyze the publication status, research institutions, core journals, and high-frequency keywords with the help of Science-based 6 software. Using the Web of Science database as a source of literature, 1,292 related articles were researched. The number of articles published on the study of family science of patients by long-term care has been on an overall upward trend of the past 20 years, of which 2004 to 2017 was the studying stage, with an average of no more than 60 articles per year. And there has been a significant increase in the number of articles since 2017, uh, seven, seven, yeah, 717, which shows that family resilience research of patients by long-term care is gradually being emphasized by scholars. To generate institutional mapping of researcher field of family resilience for patients requiring long-term care, using institutions as nodes. The major research institutions were tabulated and raised, and the current international research effort in the area of family science for patients requiring long-term care is concentrated at the institutions of higher learning, such as the University of California. As shown in the figure, the high-impact journals in the period of family science in patients with long-term care needs are pediatrics, family process, Journal of Marriage and Childbirth, Journal of Family and Child Welfare. We should pay more attention to the research results of these journals so as to catch the dynamics of the discipline and plus the latest research results. In this study, 20 high-frequent keywords in the research field of family science and patients by long-term care were identified through the background statistics of the software using keywords as nodes. Through keyword clustering, 10 hot topics of family science for patients requiring long-term care were obtained, including care, social support, caregiver burden, parenting stress, healthcare, family function central, suggesting that the scholars have focused primarily on exploring patterns of care for patients by long-term care, patient or caregiver health, and caregiver stress, including uh, parenting stress and the caregiving burden, as well as the role played by family function and social support in coping with family crises. The topic 25 most frequent keywords in the study of family science in patients requiring long-term care were analyzed for mutation. The results show that since 2019, Yeah. The skill, so, sorry, from 2021, the skill, silence, individuals, classification, and post-traumatic stress disorder are more mutated. Conclusion. The focus of family resilience should be clarified in terms of protective factors and such as social support and the risk factors such as burden on caregivers for family resilience and multi-dimensional intervention program should be constructed to increase the level of family resilience for patients in need of long-term care. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, your topic is very unique. First time I see you using the Web of Science. So, any questions before I consider any questions? Okay.
Lucidity, who is Lucidity? You go to R5.
Good afternoon, Ruby. I'm interested in your question. May I ask your question?
Yes, thank you.
Why do you choose this title?
Okay, thank you. That's a good question. And because I found many stroke survivors need long-term care from their families because they have some spirit, um, such as the lamb cannot movement or they have speed disorder. That all can cause distress and burden to the patients and his family caregivers, affecting their quality of life. Uh, and family resilience is a concept in positive psychology that it can make the family stronger to cope with the family crisis. And I found there are fewer articles on family resilience in stroke. So I expanded the scope of describe the current status and uh, analysis of research on family resilience in patients needing long-term care in order to clarify the direction of the research. Thank you.
After you get result from this research analysis, what you want to do next? After you understood the Web of Science and you got the data ready, what would you do next?
I want to find the influence factors of family resilience of the stroke survivor and use the SEM structure.
How does it give back to the society? So do you have anything like how to say, you get the result already. So you want to propose anything to the ministry or something? You want to take any actions or what the action?
Action. Yeah, I see. Because from the hospital, I found many patients of stroke and um, their family. They are when there is a stroke patient in a family, the life will be hard. So I think if we can do something to help them, so I need to find what we can do to help them. So when I read the article, I read read the keyword of family resilience. I can do something. Yes.
Okay, so we proceed to the next participant, Priyani. Topic is training and education application tool for prevention of anemia complication among pregnant women, a problem solved.
Is this?
Yes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and the moderators, Dr. Ansita and Dr. Naya. Thank you for the time given to me. Before I submit my article, I would like to thank my supervisor who has provided input for my article, Santana and Dr. Lisa. Today, I will share my manuscript article. The title is Screening and Education Application Tool for Prevention of Anemia Complication among Pregnant Women.
Speak loudly.
Excuse me, I want to repeat my title. Yeah. Screening and Education Application Tool, Prevention of Anemia Complication among Pregnant Women Protocol. There are 5 major things I would like to present today. They are a background, the objective, the methods, the result, and the conclusion. The fact of, I will start with the background. The fact of that Indonesian maternal mortality rate is 167 per 100,000 live births, make it the 7th rank out of 25 countries in the Asia Pacific region, while the SDGs target 3.1 step to reduce global maternity mortality to less than 70 per 100 live births. Based on our meta-analysis with the title Prevalence of Maternal Mortality in Lower Middle Income Countries, we got the 5 complications of anemia, complication of pregnancy. There are anemia, hypertension, gestational diabetes mellitus, hepatitis, and preeclampsia. The highest is anemia. The highest of complication is anemia. Next, there are various health applications designed to promote the well-being of pregnant women. Based on the literature analysis and qualitative research findings, the screening and education application will be created. The objective of our research is to develop tools and determine the effectiveness of screening and education application for the prevention of anemia complications among pregnant women. This research method is a research protocol that will be carried out by researchers. It contains the design that will be used, the place of research, the planned number of sample, instrument, and analysis plan. Talking about the design, I will use the exploratory sequential mixed method design, the qualitative with phenomenology, and the quantitative with quasi-experiment with pretest, post-test with a non-equivalent control group approach. And the research place, this study will be conducted in 4 health centers from 4 districts. The sample will be 124 second and third trimester pregnant women. There will be 2 instruments used. They are anemia prevention and mHealth application usability questionnaire. The data will be analyzed with a team, analysis, and independent cities. The result, the trial recruitment is going to take place in October 2023. Data collection will take place at the later date. Conclusion in this research plan is this application will be developed around the concept of anemia and the experiences of postpartum women suffering from anemia issues. Next. Those are things I'd like to present today. I'd be happy to answer questions from the audience, if any. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. So, any question from the floor?
Thank you.
May I clarify the methodology that you have used in this study? You made mention about mixed method, is it right?
Yes.
Okay. So, with how many respondents?
124.
And the locale is where?
I will to use 4 health center in Jakarta, Indonesia.
So, meaning you will or you have done it?
I will. Sorry.
So it's a proposal.
Yes, this is proposed protocol. A protocol will be used. The title is protocol.
Yeah, asking, is it a proposal or
Yeah.
is it a
So, yeah.
final
The trial.
Trial?
Say proposal.
This is
Proposal.
Proposal.
Right, you haven't
Proposal.
complete the application, right?
Yeah.
This is proposal.
Proposal.
Proposal only. So, haven't complete, huh?
No.
Okay.
So in other words, you are proposing to where? To whom do you propose?
Sorry.
To whom your study is proposed?
Yeah.
To which body or to which agency are you proposing this study?
Maybe you translate in Malay.
Maksudnya kepada siapa you nak propose benda ni sepatutnya? You nak propose kepada siapa?
Oh, okay. I will propose to the pregnancy in the qualitative study. My participant is women with
Macam ni.
No.
You lepas sudah ada application tu,
uh,
okay, you nak berikan kat government ke, ministry ke, ada organisation or women health something like that ke, siapa you nak propose application tu? Sebab lepas you dah ada application, you nak gunakan.
yeah.
Tapi nak guna tu, you nak permission kan dari mana-mana institution ke organisation. Which organization you want to use? You want to propose it? Any ministry of health and women or women something like that?
For pregnancy.
Pregnancy association.
You have any
Pregnancy with
for
anemia.
pregnancy? Huh? You have an organization for the organization of pregnancy anemia?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Just a comment. My
Apology because I fully believe that all entries for this conference is full-blown research. So my apology, but I wish you all the best in terms of looking into
the direction of your paper, particularly this really intense, a lot of work because you've been doing a lot in mixed method and exploratory sequential, and then eventually you're looking into the end in view of a protocol. So, like, how long do you see yourself do this?
Right.
How long?
Okay. I will to do it around 4 months. Yeah, because I must qualitative research first and then continue to fill up the application. After this, I'm continue to the quantitative research.
So, like 4 months for only qualitative.
Quali continue to the to
So,
the
doing the whole study or the protocol that
4
you would
months.
wish 4 months.
4 months.
A very short period.
Oh, yeah, very short period for a methodology you're using.
It's
So
a very
maybe,
short period.
yeah, wish you all the best. And your mentor could guide you more in terms of your direction. Especially if you're due for funding, then most probably it will enhance your being, your methodology to be implemented fully.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. And next participant, Nona.
No, not Christine. No, no, she's not
She's
here.
not here.
She's not here, right?
She's not here. So the last one will be Queenie.
Rusdi? No, no. This.
Huh? Rusdi.
Rusdi?
Next room ready. Move to the third.
Okay.
Move to next room.
Okay.
Oh,
Now
okay.
the last participant is Queenie.
Queenie.
Queenie Jane?
Okay. So her topic is factors including the work efficiency and reliance of nurses in a tertiary COVID-19 referral.
Pleasant afternoon to all of you, especially to our chairpersons, Dr. Neil and Dr. Asita. So I am Queenie Jane Romel from MSIP Philippines, and the title of my study is Factors Influencing the Work Efficiency and Resilience of Nurses in a Tertiary COVID-19 Referral. The battle against COVID-19 encompassed varied facets of transition from ordinary activities to what is known now as the new normal. As the virus continues to be highly contagious, it has changed the traditional standard healthcare practice and its usual routine in the field, affecting healthcare workers, specifically the nurses worldwide. As frontliners, nurses were not exempted from the horrifying peril of facing the daily battle against the COVID-19 virus. Physical, emotional, and mental challenges were common during the pandemic, affecting patients and also the healthcare workers. Thus, this study investigated the factors influencing nurses' work efficiency and resilience using Calista Roy's theories for adaptive modes, namely the physiologic, role function, self-concept, and interdependence. So this theory also emphasizes internal processes, which includes physiologic and mental coping mechanisms. So next, please. Physiologic factors manifest the body's physiological activity, including oxygenation, nutrition, activity and rest, elimination, and protection. Role function pertains to the nurse's behaviors associated with their duties and responsibilities. As for the self-concept, this refers to the nurse's beliefs and feelings about themselves, including physical perceptions, ideals, goals, and moral and ethical beliefs. And lastly, for the interdependence, this denotes the factors associated with nurses' relationships and interactions with others and how they give and respect, value, and love. Next, please. Okay. For the methodology, this study was conducted in a tertiary COVID-19 referral in Lanao del Sur, Philippines. So this is a 400-bed capacity hospital with a number of COVID units, namely 6 wards, 1 ICU, 1 delivery room,
one operating room, and one emergency room. Using a descriptive correlational research design, a total of 100 respondents participated in the study, chosen through a simple random sampling procedure. A researcher-made questionnaire was used to gather data which had undergone first through content validity and reliability analysis. This study was also approved by the ethical committee of the hospital and the university. For the results, next please. It was found that nurses were very resilient and efficient, and they often experienced being able to cope and keep themselves calm whenever they encounter difficulties and crises. So the nurses managed their stress levels well. Furthermore, this implies that because of their dedication and support from significant people around them, they were able to bounce back with resilience every time they encountered difficulties and hardships. The resilience of nurses working in the COVID-19 units is influenced by the four adaptive modes, as mentioned earlier, in terms of physiologic, role function, self-concept, and interdependence, regardless of their demographic profile. Furthermore, the best predictor of resilience here is the role function, is followed by interdependence and self-concept. So this result could be attributed to the dedication and commitment of the nurses despite living under appalling conditions and the threat of the COVID-19 virus. They were able to perform their tasks very well. And the generous support from family, friends, and colleagues bolsters their resilience. That being so, the nurse's self-concept was not depressed, even when placed in a precarious situation. Okay, so according to some studies, nurses have a moderate or high level of psychological resilience. So this happens when people are exposed to high stress and harsh situations. And last, for the recommendations, to the nurses, this may give insight into the best time to have self-care. Okay, so distress and go out and have some fun. Then to the hospital administrators, they may provide seminars and training on continuing professional development to keep the nurses updated with the latest trends in the nursing practice. And lastly, to the future researchers, this may refer to this research highlighting the four adaptive modes that may influence the work efficiency of nurses and resilience using a qualitative approach. So let me end my presentation with this quote, next please, by C.S. Lewis. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. So that ends my presentation, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Good presentation. Congratulations. Any question from the floor? Oh.
Thank you. That was very interesting and also very entertaining as well. Especially after post-COVID, that we are very lucky to see that. Can you hear my
Yes,
voice?
yes.
Yeah. So we are lucky to see some research work which is favorable to this kind of frameworks, and we have utilized it well. My question is that when you were using the framework, you would have come across the literature where this can be used and adapted in other disciplines, not only in nurses. Was there any kind of articles or literature like that?
You mean there are other articles about resilience of nurses?
Not resilience nurses, like the framework that you have used, the adaptive.
Oh, the framework.
Yeah.
Oh, as I have browsed, no, there is limited resources for this kind of framework.
Yeah, and the validity of it is you have once you have done that, I would like to suggest that please go for the publication so that we will be benefiting from your research to do the further research.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's a good presentation. In fact, it's just recently we just finished our pandemic. Okay, these factors actually, you seems to talking about the work efficiency, the resilience of nurses. You mentioned just now, since it's not much of the literature review that you can get. Okay, so seems how many literature that you get can seems to be in your studies. This one to just to support your study.
How many literatures?
How many literature?
I
Because I
think,
concerning our resilience of nurses.
yes. So I think it is 15, 10 to 15 literatures.
Literature reviews.
Literature review. 10 to
Yes.
15.
It's very limited.
She said limited resources, right?
Limited resources.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the quality of
I
the
guess.
research is very lacking.
Uh, Just an observation and my comment would include that as also being captured by the audience is the use of your nursing theory. And
If I may answer the query of the participant, our good friend there is the universality of nursing theory can be applied to um, interprofessional practice, like education, nursing, any other paramedical, because there is a theory on universality that may be applied to almost all settings and almost all group of participants and or the professionals that are interested to translate the theory to their context of practice. Just like one common healthcare system will actually be involving interprofessional practices that is more of collaborative. So there's really like a bigger chance to really like make use of it, even if there are a few articles that actually use Roy's adaptation model for the practice of other disciplines. But definitely in nursing, it has been saturated that Calixta Roy's adaptation model, especially on the understanding of stress and how nurses can intervene, that can also be translated to other disciplines. Right. So that's one point that I am very interested about presentation of a strong anchoring of the study in the theory so that the researcher and even the reader are guided with the context of the theory being used. And that's the reason why, as an impact, could be like, we can make use of this in our discipline maybe, so we will try. So that's really like giving insight to other disciplines present here in terms of the utilization of certain theory that is having universal principle application. Second is it's really very hard to get this 100 nurses participating during COVID. That's one also very strong point. And then content validity, and then of course the topic is on high resiliency. So meaning like nurses has been proven because they are actually, as I understand, this is actually the setting where the Marawi siege also is happening, and then of course the COVID interfacing. So like these nurses are really confronted with a lot of conflict and trouble in the area, and that's where they're coming from. They have developed the resiliency, and that they're able to serve people even amidst disaster and amidst turmoil like COVID-19. So thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you. So I think that's all. Thank you very much, all of you. And then I think we had a great time. I think take the photo, right? Of the
Okay, please presenter come to the dais. I would like to invite the Professor Santana to present the mementos to the chairpersons. Okay, first all the presenters please come to the
Foto-foto kalian.
For the photo session. Yeah.
Everyone come. We can take photo together.
Come.
Come, we take photo. Come. Come, Nanti ambil gambar.
Maybe we can off this one because
Yeah. You can off. You can use it.
You take the picture?
The co-moderate,
Yeah.
thank you. Masuk semua.
Masuk je, masuk.
Everyone.
Kak Bendri, HP apa kan?
Ini kah?
Ya.
Iya.
Nanti bisa share ya Pak.
Yeah. Smile. No.
Kurang rapat.
Kurang rapat. Biar hangat.
One, two.
1, 2, 3.
One more.
Once more. 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, congratulations.
One more.
One more.
Sorry, Victory. We don't have the banner. Sorry for that.
Yeah. Once more. Yeah.
Wait.
Wait.
Sorry. It's okay. We are highly resilient.
Yeah. Okay. 1.
Wait.
Yeah. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
One more.
Smile.
3. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Very handsome.
Thank you. Mohon bantu ya Pak. Saya mohon bantu ya Pak.
Great, thank you.
It's okay, later we can change.
Later you teach us.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, everyone. And I. Yes, round of applause. So this room is closed.
I'm sorry. I forgot to take the picture. Can you PPT to slideshow and I took the picture.
Sure. No, you want picture?
Yeah. But the PPT is in the point.
Okay, can I? Okay, sure, no problem.
I'm sorry.
What is the good name?
Nina.
Oh, Nina.
I forgot to take.
Okay, sure. What is the topic name? Topic name. This one, third one. Effect augmented reality based education.
I'm sorry.
Is this one? It's okay, no worries. Nina Putri.
Yes.
Nanti ada kamera aku lebih cepat daripada kamera dia.
Oh, God, nanti kamera aku ya.
Kacamata siapa itu? Biarkan aja, biarkan aja.
Jangan lagi.
Tadi podiumnya.
Ayo,
Cepet-cepet kamu di podium dulu. Kamu apa? Kamu muncul gitu ya?
Jangan. Jangan apa podium dulu sekali.
Aku mau tanggung jawab.
Zombie juga harus tahu.
Ya, dingin benar. Mau kencing semua ini.
Iya.
Ya.
Hendrik,
Ada ya? Nah. One. Dari take a picture.
Oh, ini mata. Wait.
Nice. Nice, guys.
Kita bantu
Nah.
nanti ini kedua kita jadi 16 juta bakal dapatkan fokus 1 ketua 3 anggota indeks naik
Ya.
ini kan si sayang
Kamu mau aja.
itu aja sekarang itu lah tapi bismillah sampai lagi
Tadi kamu ngomong aja.
garansi dia bayar ya
Dari beberapa sudut jadi. Thank you very much. It's okay. No problem. Thank you.
60
Oh, banyak.
udah thank you so much dia masih habis dari mana iya bantu ke Siti siapa intinya dia bukan dosen nanti ini pengurus PKK BN ada jadi pentingnya sama-sama dengan dia kayak dia nggak ada satu pengurus dia bukan dosen ini yang mbak ikut atau enggak nanti sama tim banyak kita juga belum ya proposal belum ibu belum tapi dia selain itu kan kalau dia jadi ketua baru sesuai dengan peraturan ini tapi kalau jadi anggota hanya satu itu kita buat rumah aku membantu berapa kalau bayar coba habis dia bayar dia pun bayar jadi aku
Is there a session for the